Hi everyone, welcome to another Mass Planner tutorial. As promised, we will go into details for each menu, but we are going to do it one step at a time. Let's start with the dashboard, as this is the first thing that you're going to see once you log into your Mass Planner account. The dashboard has several tabs, and the first one is Summary. On the Summary tab, you'll find activities that Mass Planner executed for you. You have here the date when the action took place. The status tells you the action that was executed on which account. Like, for example, you see here the synchronization for a Facebook account. And then the account tells you the specific account where the action took place. And then you have here the error. This will tell you if there was an error or if something went wrong with any of the actions that you want to execute on your account. This will say yes if there's an error, and if there's none, then there's nothing to see here. Okay, so since this is a pretty new account, there's not much activity happening. Let's scroll down a bit to see if we can spot an error. Oh, here, there's one. So if you see this, that means something went wrong on an execution that took place on your account. For example, you have here error executing check login operation for Google Plus account. And then you will find here the word yes. If you move your mouse or if you point your mouse over the word yes, it's going to display an image of when exactly the error occurred during the execution. Now, at the lower part of your dashboard, you have here copy errors to clipboard. We are going to go back to this when we move on to the contact support tab, but let's move now to show only errors. Just like what it says, if you click on this, it will just display the errors on your screen. This will make it easier for you to spot the errors. Now let's move on to statistics. The statistics tab gives you a heads up of the posts or the campaigns that you did for your accounts. You will see here the total posts, average posts per day that Mass Planner executed for you. And since this is a new account, just like what I said, there's nothing to show here yet. But if you want to go to a specific account, you just have to click on Show Graph, and this will show you the statistics for that specific account. And then you have here Tools. This will just give you an information what the tools did for your account, like if how many joins, average joins, follows, and so on. Then we move to what's new. Here is where you will see the changes that happened to your Mass Planner account. It will give you the updates. For example, on a certain update, there was an additional feature added or integrated to Mass Planner, or if a bug was fixed or stuff like that. Then you go to contact support. This is where you're going to go to if you have any questions or any problems that you want to report to Mass Planner. This will automatically be filled with your email address, and then you have a drop down box for select category. You just have to select which one. Like, for example, if you're reporting a bug, you choose bugs, functionality if you have any questions, or if you want to request for a certain feature, you choose feature request. And then you describe here, as best as you can, your concern. And then you can put a check on this one, which means it will attach the log file. So it'll be easier for us to check what's happening or where the error happened. And then you just click on Send Ticket. Now, just like what I said earlier, let's go back to the Summary tab. Okay, so here we have an error, and if you want to report this to us, or if you want to know why it happened, you can click on Copy Errors to Clipboard, and then let's go back to Contact Support. Right click, and then choose Paste, and this will copy the errors here. Now let's move on to notifications. This is where you get notified if there is a problem with a certain account. If, for example, your Facebook account was blocked, you will be notified through this tab. That is pretty much all about the dashboard. On our next stop, we're going to talk about social profiles. See you then.